What you say? I remember when everybody was obsessed with like that Jason Derulo song that had that portion of it, and then like nobody knew who originally did that excerpt of the song.
It was Imogen Heap, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a really good song.
Yeah, it was just that Jason Derulo guy kind of ruined it with his part.
I've never heard of that person.
He did like that song, but it was like he took the chorus, like he made his chorus of the song, that what you say song, and then he just like rapped some verses, and it was like really awful.
So Jason Derulo should die?
Yeah, it was kind of like what's the other thing? It was like when Kanye West did the song Stronger, and he basically took like Daft Punk's chorus of like Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, and then he like rapped over it, and it just turned out really awful.
Yeah, the only Daft Punk song I know is that one that's really popular, and I don't like it.
One More Time, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger.
No, that one that's really popular. It's about
Lucky.
Yeah, that one.
Get Lucky. It's like Get Lucky.
That one kind of sucks.
I'm sure you've heard One More Time. Everybody's heard that song.
I don't know, maybe. I'm not entirely sure as to whether or not I have.
Now I'm standing on the rooftop, ready
To
fall.
die! It's a depressing version of that song. I remember one time, like, when I was younger, I'd spent, like, 3 weeks trying to figure out who did Prayer of a Refugee by Rise Against. And after I finally figured it out, I never, like, listened to the song once.
I've done that with a couple songs. I can't think of any off the top of my head, though. Now I'm hungry like the wolf.
Duran Duran.
It's great.
It's funny because, like, whenever I go to
from the chair I'm sitting on, where's the Tylenol?
Whenever I go to a bar with my mom or something, she's sitting there like, who does this song? And she always asks me who does it because she has no idea.
What, the Hungry Like a Wolf?
Well, no, just like any song. Like literally any song that's playing in a bar, she'll be like, who does this?
I'd probably do that nowadays now too, depending on the bar, because it's like, it really depends on the bar, because some bars play like strictly like certain music, but like if it's just typical like top 40 songs or whatever, then I would not know anything, because I haven't listened to a radio since like 2009.
Why? Radio is the greatest. Radio is the music of the young people. Yeah, radio actually does kind of
radios anymore.
Radio does kind of suck.
Only
Not gonna
hipsters
lie.
have radios.
I'm not a hipster.
Do you have a radio?
I have a radio in my car.
Okay, I meant like if you actually have like a radio that like you like keep in your room and listen to or something.
Well, yeah, I have a clock radio.
Like I'm gonna go put on my homemade sewn clothes that were made by somebody that donated them to Goodwill.
And they're all made of hemp.
As I have my anchor tattoo on my arm and listen to my fancy radio from like 1940.
Oh yeah, and wear my fancy Ray-Ban glasses.
And wear my pants I got from my grandfather.
And drink like 400 cups of Starbucks a day.
And tea.
Yeah. Well, the Starbucks is tea.
Starbucks tea.
Yeah. They make tea.
I have no idea if they do. I know they make coffee, because they're a coffee place.
Do they?
There's a lot of fucking fairies in this temple. I never noticed before.
There's a lot of fucking Starbucks in Seattle.
There's a lot of Starbucks anywhere, really.
Not really. There's like 3.
Well, here, like I mean, like in Canada, they make up for it with Tim Hortons.
Yeah, there's
like,
Tim Hortons everywhere. There's 5 Tim Hortons on the U of C campus.
But like, yeah, like Starbucks here is like Tim Hortons there. So.
Yeah. Well, Tim Hortons I think is more popular here than Starbucks is there, because it's cheaper.
God, Starbucks just sucks. I mean, like.
Oh, Tim Hortons sucks
when
too.
I lived in Colorado for a while called Moxie Java, and it was like Starbucks but better.
There's this place in Vancouver called Bean Around the World, and apparently they sell cat poo coffee. Like coffee that the grounds are made of cat poo.
I remember how like when Harry Potter came out, they had that candy they made that was like the Birdie Bots every flavor beans.
Oh yeah, my friend bought some of those. Some of those were really good, and some of them were terrible.
I've always wondered if like what they actually tasted like, but I've always been like too chicken shit to actually try them. So I'm like,
The booger
this
one
is
was
either gonna
really
be
good.
like nothing like it's like I expect it to be, or it's gonna be fucking awful. Like either way, it's a loss.
Oh shit.
What I'm really excited about though is Sour Patch Kids recently decided to finally incorporate a blue Sour Patch Kid.
And
It's blue raspberry flavor. Blue raspberry is the best flavor of any candy, with orange being the worst flavor of any candy.
is that true? I thought green was the worst flavor.
No, orange. I will not touch orange candy. For anyone listening who like decides to become a fan of me because I'm cool and stuff, and like wants to like buy me candy, do not give me any kind of orange candy.
I will send you 14 boxes of orange Sour Patch Kids, and that will be it.
And don't give me candy corn, and don't give me circus peanuts.
And orange jelly beans. And
God,
earwax. What?
I don't even eat the good jelly beans, much less the orange ones.
Yeah, the white ones are the only decent ones. White and red.
And I hate licorice too, of all flavors.
I don't like licorice at all.
I hate all kinds of licorice.
Well, that I never realized until like right now how fast that boss fight is.
And then he just sperms a work point for you.
Yep.
I would have laughed if you'd accidentally picked up that heart container.
I would keep the recording, but use my file copy and go up to here.
What?
Like I would keep this video, and then I'd make a copy of like I'd use the copy of this file that I have, and then play up to where I am. Hooray for the longest cutscene in history.
Dog, I would have expected no less from the man I chose to be my husband. The forest domain and its people will eventually return to their original state.
Oh my god. Are you actually gonna say all the text?
Well, that's what I would say, but I don't think I can offer my virginity yet. I have to go to the water temple with my vagina, so you can't enter it.
Do they actually have to stay in the temple? I mean, I stopped all the evil shit. I don't get it.
To be a sage, you must be trapped in a temple.
Yep.
That sucked for Impa. I mean, imagine that. She has to be stuck in that weird bongo room.
Oh god. Well, at least she didn't, like, float up into oblivion like Rudo. And I'm pretty sure everybody makes this joke, but I'm not taking this respectfully. I'm just gonna take it and go say, go fuck yourself. Nobody
If you
cares,
see Sheik,
Rudo.
Please give him my thanks, okay?
Him? Ha. That's funny.
Yes, because Sheik is a man.
Sheik is totally a man.
Don't spoil the ending for me.
Oh, nobody knows the ending of this game. Actually, I didn't know the ending of this game until like 2011, so I shouldn't say
As the
anything.
water rises, the evil is vanishing from the lake.
I'm totally a dude. I'm overcompensating. Actually, when I used
I only
Sheik's
have two
voice for
socks in the front of my pants.
when I did Sheik's voice for the cutscenes, I actually like edited it so that my voice is like 1 or 2 notes higher for every thing that I say.
Together, you and Rudo saved the temple, even though she didn't do anything at all.
Even though she just floated up from a room and then whisked off into oblivion. I will say this, she is better than Saria because you actually do see her in the temple.
You don't see Impa in the temple.
Yeah. Well, I don't like Impa anyways, so.
And you get to fight Nibiru.
Yeah, that's true.
Link
Nibiru
just
is
stabs you in
probably
neck.
the most
I
useless
accidentally
sage.
killed the sage.
Yep. Whoops. My bad.
Can we get a different sage here?
Yeah. Let's grab Ganondorf. Maybe he'll be the sage of this temple.
Like, sorry, that was our only hope. You're kind of fucked now.
You're our only hope, Obi-Wan.
I totally thought I was going to forget to do that.
I kind of thought you were too.
I don't really need him, but it couldn't hurt.
It could hurt.
It
could
could
go up
hurt.
your ass.
I could like light myself on fire and shove a bunch of things up my butt.
I do that all the time.
Except for the lighting yourself on fire.
Navi's getting in the St. Patrick's Day spirit.
Navi's turning green.
Yeah.
Navi's turning green with purple. For the record, I cannot hear the Ocarina at all, or like the game audio at all,
Why?
because my TV is so quiet.
Oh. I sound
Oh,
so
well.
enthusiastic. I'm just like, oh.
Oh, okay. Did you want to do
Oh, baby.
the bottom of the well, or no?
I'll stay all the way to the end of the game.
Okay.
We can do this entire game right now.
Actually, I could do the bottom of the well in like 5 minutes, because I'm not getting any of the Skulltulas.
That's pretty fun.
Ah, whatever. I don't like the bottom of the well. It creeps me out. I need you to hold me while I do this thing, Hunter.
Hold me now.
Hold me!
Hold my heart.
Hold my dick.
Stay with me. The Thompson twins are great.
I
What'd you say?
don't know what we're singing at
The
all.
Thompson twins.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I thought I was just singing Hold My Dick.
I will. Now I will.
Now you've will!
Now I have will.
Why is there a bearded lady standing in the middle of this town?
A bearded lady.
You know, I love how whenever you watch like other people co-commentate on a video, you'll see like whoever's channel it is, like the person will be like super uptight, like okay, and interrupting the other person, like next time on this video we're gonna go and do a thing. Bye. And then the other person will just be like, wait, what? What the fuck?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just running through this field.
I'm walking quite slowly, actually, because Link is very slow for some reason. Link is just in no hurry to save Hyrule. He's just, like, going at a...
Kind of feel like I'm watching a screenshot LP.
Yeah. Is it actually
seems
that
like you're
bad?
Seems like you're just taking pictures the whole time.
Is it actually that bad?
It gets better, and then it gets worse, and then it fixes itself, and then it doesn't. It just bounces around. It's fine. Like,
Deal with it.
did you clear the water?
No, I did not. I thought it was already cleared and that you had to play the song at the bottom.
Good job, dumbass.
Way to go, fuckhole.
I have to play the song at the bottom to empty the well.
I will play the song, and I will empty your well, Hunter.
Naive will?
I'll empty the hole at the bottom of your town thing.
Naive will.
I'm really glad that I actually got the song, because that would have been really bad if I didn't.
I think you actually have to talk to him to do it. I don't know for sure.
Nah. The staff showed
Okay.
up, I'm sure it was fine.
I'm
Link's
so
just
froze
like...
now.
Link's just
Aw.
like, what the fuck is happening? He's freaking out. That
I'm
place...
windmill.
That place in the front of the windmill, like that hole in the front, can you actually get up there?
Kevin, you can fit in any hole if you really try.
I love fitting in holes, especially yours.
She might cry a little bit like she did when I did it, but you know what?
It'll be worth it, and it'll be wonderful.
I think I've actually talked about that before.
What?
The only time I've ever done anal with a girl, she cried.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It only lasted for like 10 seconds and she cried. So.
I don't really know
is
if that counts. If it's only 10 seconds. Unless you're just like a really quick draw.
Oh, definitely not. I usually lasted a good 10 minutes.
Oh, totally.
If that's worth bragging about.
Well, that was a thing that just happened.
You just got ass raped, bitch.
Pretty much. That's like the second time in this recording session I've had something just like push me along. Like hitting me repeatedly.
I still like how in my LP of this, when I had Patricia guest, she said how like the likes look like giant or uncircumcised dicks.
I thought they looked like giant, like, vagina extensions.
That was a vagina extension.
Like, if you were to take a vagina and, like, cut out the section of vaginas in, and then just, like, pull it out a little bit.
I think that would kill somebody.
Yeah, but if you did that, that's what a like looks like. Because a like kind of looks like death.
I don't know, because I've never actually seen that happen to a vagina, so... I'll take your word for it, though. I'm sure you've seen that many times.
Yep, I've done that many times. What do you think?
Are you playing this on a GameCube or a 64?
A GameCube. That's why my controller's so loud.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Because I thought you were playing it on 64, but I was like, the controller's way too loud for that. That's what it sounds like when I slam my, like, LNR buttons.
Yeah, and the control stick's a lot louder on this one, too, I think.
I've always wanted to see what happens if you just, like, kill all the arms, if he'll just disappear.
I don't know. I've never done it. I am terrible at fighting this guy, by the way.
I had no idea as you swing in the opposite direction.
Like, I don't know how to fight him, other than just, like, this.
He doesn't know how to fight you either, hence him running away.
I think you have to destroy one of his arms each time, though.
I'm gonna come suck on you.
I just sort of assume you just slice and dice and just plug and chug.
Get your fat ass back here.
It's like thermodynamics, just plug and chug.
A Conroy.
Sure, I don't like him. Don't mention him in my videos, Hunter. That's
Shout
even
out
worse.
to PewDiePie and Chugga Conroy.
That's even worse than talking about gutting dogs.
And Super Bros TV.
But you can talk about rape all you want.
I don't know, this is very reminiscent of the time I got molested.
Did you actually get molested?
No, I've never actually gotten molested.
See, I knew this girl. Her name was Anu, and if she's watching this, she'll know exactly what story I'm about to tell. And
Anu?
Anu.
How do you spell that?
A-N-U. Yeah, so we used to make
from, like, India?
Yeah. So we used to make
Okay,
jokes
yeah.
every time that we'd go over to her house. It's just like, oh, I'm going over to Anus house.
To what?
To Anus house. But anyways, she would always tell people this story when she felt like she trusted them, and it was always the same story, but it was always a little bit different. Where she's like, "Oh, I got molested by my uncle, or by my doctor, or by my like therapist, or like by my dad, or something like that." And it was always different. It was always a different person, and she would always say like, "But I've never told this to anybody, so don't tell anybody." And we're all terrible people, so we just told each other right away.
I do that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I haven't talked about this yet. I told Melinda and, like, my friend Veronica, but I don't think I've told anyone else about this. And I vaguely posted about it on Twitter. I posted a fact about a cat on Facebook, and my best friend, who is openly gay, actually, he's actually not openly gay, he came out to me about being gay, and, like, begged me not to tell anyone because he wasn't comfortable with his sexuality yet. And so only, like, 3 people know. And now, like, you and, like, all my friends I've told ever since he, like, turned into a major dick. Anyways, what happens is I posted a cat fact on Facebook. And then he just randomly comments, he's like, "This isn't true." And I was like, "Yeah, it is." I linked, like, 3 different sites proving it was a fact. And he's like, "No, my friend has a link that proves it's not true." I was like, "Well, can you post it?" He's like, "Just Google it. It's on Wikipedia." I was like, And so, like, we got in this giant fight over a fucking cat fact, and then he's just like, "You know what, you're a pretentious fucking asshole, and you can admit when you're wrong." I was like, "If you could provide me proof I'm wrong, then I'll be happy to admit it. Like, if there's solid proof I'm wrong, I could admit it. I'm just not gonna go, I'm wrong just because you say you're wrong."
People
and
like
so
that
he
are dicks to argue with.
And then he, like, literally, like, blocked me after saying how I'm a failure in life and how I'll never amount to anything, and how he, like, got accepted into the best college in the U.S. and so how he's, like, doing so much better than me.
People like
And
that
then,
are
like,
pricks.
And so I, like, went and, like, totally trashed him, and I was like, "You know, you can call me a failure as much as you like," and because he lives in, like, this podunk, like, everybody hates gays town in Indiana, so, like, he's never told anyone in his town that he's gay, because, like, he knows, like, his own parents would, like, want to lynch him. I was like, you can call me a failure all you want, but at least, like, if I actually was gay, I could tell my parents without, like, actually being afraid to tell them anything.
Yeah, fair
I was
enough.
like, at least my parents would love me if I did that. And he got him to shut up, and he's like, "You're just a dick and really arrogant." And I was like, you ended our friendship over a cat fact.
Yeah, that guy's a prick. I wouldn't bother with him.
But it was really shitty, because, like, I really trust him. I told him a lot of shit I've never told anyone else, and I looked at him like my best friend. And just out of nowhere. And then the next day, which was actually yesterday, he messaged me saying, he's just like, "Oh yeah, I was in a bad mood, and I'm totally sorry about that." And then, like, as soon as I don't accept his apology, he's like, "Yo, well, fuck you," and then he blocks me again.
Wow, way to go. Yeah, don't bother with that guy. He's a prick. I hate it when people I hate it when people try and compare themselves to you and just be like, "Oh, I'm doing so much better than you." It's like, I never try and do that to people because...
Yeah, I remember, like for some of the videos and pages too, and just in general, you used to be kind of, like I said, you'd be kind of, like, condescending in a way, but you've gotten better about it.
Yeah. I hope so. I don't know.
Like, you were never on his level. Like, you were never, like, just a huge fucking cock. But
well, I don't go and I'm like, "Oh, Hunter, I'm going to, like, university and I'm a mechanical engineer and I'm so much better than you."
Yeah. I mean, you would kind of insinuate it, it would seem like. Sometimes I felt like that you were, like, insinuating it, but you never flat out said it, and you were never, like, a huge fucking cock.
I don't do that intentionally, though. That's the thing. It just sort of...
You've gotten better about it, like, since I brought it up, which I think is cool. Like, that was my biggest problem, is, like, a lot of times when you bring up something like that, people take it the wrong way. It's like, I mostly meant it as, like, just try to work on this, which you did. I don't know if you consciously did that, but you got better about it.
I don't know if it was conscious or not. I don't
I mean,
know.
You still have your moments, but I think I do too. There's moments where I kind of probably come off as kind of dickish, but
whatever.
That's life, you know, as long as it's not like an everyday thing.
Anyways, next time on Ocarina of Time, things will happen. Bye.
No, they won't.
Probably not, no.